Good morning, everyone. Ziad Eldred here. I want to talk today about your bicycle and whether you should use saddlebags or no saddlebags. So I'm using this camera here. I'm going to bring it over here and show you guys. Basically, this is a saddlebag. Arundel is the company that makes this one. I, for one, use saddlebags that don't interfere with my shorts. I hate saddlebags that rub on my shorts. So you can see how this one is attached to the rail. This is one strap. There's no strap over here. This is where I get a lot of rubbing, and they can tear up your nice, expensive shorts. So that's my pet peeve with saddlebags. Saddlebags that mount like this work great for me because they're out of the way. And I'll show you. I'm going to get on the bike. Okay. I'm going to sit over here. I'm going to exaggerate it a bit by moving. You can see if there was a strap on this, it would touch my leg. Let me move the camera over here. Maybe we'll get a better view. Let's move it over there. So if you watch, maybe let's see over here. Yeah, I think that's a better view. So yeah, look at the saddle. You see that bag is not moving at all because my legs are not touching it. I'm sitting on the saddle. My legs are not touching the bag. If the strap was around here, I mean, when I pedal, the inside of my thigh touches the seat post. So anything on that seat post will be rubbing on my shorts. And that's all you need to rub through over time a pair of the shorts. I've had that happen. And so because this saddlebag is mounted under the saddle, there is no contact and it's out of the way. Now, there's a site like the Velominati that says, oh, you know, it's not cool, you're supposed to. It's not about being cool. It's about being practical, okay? For one thing, hey, it looks good. This Arundel, the bag's out of the way. It does not take away from the silhouette of my bike. And the reason I use the saddlebags mostly in the winter, I'm carrying more stuff. I've got things in my jersey, I've got rain jackets, you know, arm warmers, other things that come off, because down in Houston here, the mornings can be 40 degrees and within 2 hours, it's in the 60s or 70s. So I'm taking stuff off. So that's when I use my bag mostly, the winter. And this bag will hold 2 tubes plus whatever else you want to put in there. I put things in my bag to where they're not shaking, they're not jingling around. So you can see there is not a whole lot. It's attached to the saddle rail, just a strap that goes around it. I will show you another bag on one of my other bikes here. Let me bring the camera real close. Right there. You can see on this bike, even though the strap, come to the strap on the thing here. You see where the strap is. This is a bike I've had, a saddlebag I've had for a while. You see the strap right here? There is no exposed Velcro, because I know that part of my shorts may touch it, but usually it's down here that it touches. So this is a good attachment. If I tried to put this bag on the other bike I just showed you, this strap would be in the way. It wouldn't be long enough. So I leave it on this bike here, and I only keep it in the winter. For group rides and stuff, I have other things that I use, and I want to show you that. Let me pan away here. Okay. Let's put it over here like this. Okay. So, this is an issue I've gotten a lot of questions about and decided to address it today. I have a couple of bags that I recommend highly. The first bag that I recommend, I'm going to bring it real close so I'm out of the camera and so you can see the bag. This bag is made by a company called Waterfield in San Francisco, or sfbags.com. I guess SF for San Francisco bags.com. They take a lot of pride in the fact that they make their stuff right in San Francisco, even though the labor is high, but they make good stuff. This bag will outlive me. I have other bags that I use to carry my laptops and other things like that. They started out, the guy who owns the company is a bicycle messenger, used to be a bicycle messenger. And so he started making bags for cyclists and then went into other bags. And I tell you, this bag is neat. check it out. There's a flap. It has a wallet that slides in there. I have cash in this wallet. I have my key, and I have my ID in here. There's not a whole lot I put in there. I try to keep things flat. So I have cash. I even have some change in there. You zip it up, it stays in there. I just leave it in there, okay? And on this side, where you see the plastic, a phone you can put your phone, it will hold the iPhone 6 Plus and the iPhone 6. I just put my phone in there. Let me get my phone and show you. So basically during a ride, when I'm going on a ride, I just put my phone in there. The cool thing about it is, if you wanted to, you could use your phone while it's in there. I mean, you know, pretty neat. So now, besides that, when you open the bag, it's a zippered area here. The main compartment is all zippered. Let me zip it back up because it was out of camera when I opened it. So basically, you can open this all the way to where the bag opens. Okay, now look at what I have. I have my micro pump. This is made by Topic. Excellent pump. As small as it is, this thing pumps quickly. Okay, a tube and a tire. Now on this side here, I have like some wet wipes. I have something to clean my glasses with. I carry this because most of my spokes are bladed. If I ever have to mess with it on the road, I can use that to hold them in position so I don't have too much to deal with. I've got a spoke wrench in there. I've got a multi-tool. You know, that's a lightweight multi-tool I choose to carry. It's in there. So I've got everything I would need in case of an emergency in here in the little flap. So the flap, and then I have my pump and the tube over here. I put everything else on this side. Let me hold it this way so you can see. So all the loose stuff is in this flap. I carry these wet wipes because I use them a lot. I can wipe my glasses or whatever. If I work on my bike, I can use them to clean my hands. And so I use them a lot. I'm always adding more to it. But basically, this holds everything you need. So you can close it. Let me close it over here. So you want to make sure that everything is flat in the bag, and then you close it. So I'm going to zip it all the way around because it opens all the way. Keep my pump in there. And that's it. And it's closed. I mean, it's nice. If you need to open it, that's the way you go. And then you go back, and it's all closed. And you can see, so when I put this in my jersey, even a jersey like this that has a short pocket, it still takes it. You can see. Okay. So I just basically pull this up a little bit. There we go. All right, you can see. So it's in the jersey. I want you to kind of take a look at that. You can see now, this has my money, everything in there. Even my bags on the bike, I put a little bit of extra change in there to make sure that, I'm panning this camera up. I put a little bit of change in the bag because it's always good to have a little extra change when you go out on rides and stuff. But there's another bag here I got from Rafa. It's a bit pricey. This bag was like 75 bucks and it holds more. This is a bag that holds like the phone. It could hold a tube and some change. I keep change in there and some money in there. I use this little bag if I'm wearing like my skin suit or some jerseys that are more fragile. As far as the pockets, I've got some jerseys that are made specifically for very hot weather and the material's very light. Then I put just a tube in this one and stick it in there. Now, I carry a tube in this or a tube in this that's always there when I ride with the group. And then sometimes I may put an extra tube in this pocket here or something like that to ride with the group. Now, the reason I do that is when I ride solo, I want to carry more stuff. So when I ride solo, I have the bag on my bike and I have this in my back. So I end up with 3 tubes. I got my pump and everything. In those bags on my bike, I don't have canisters and all of that. I just carry my little pump. And so when I carry this little one by itself, this is another micro pump I have from Topeka as well. I just stick that in my jersey. Both of these can go in one pocket, no problem. So, or whichever pocket you want to put them in, they go in and they disappear. I mean, the pump, you can't even see it. It's gone. Okay? So, it's a decision based on what am I doing that day. If I'm going on a long ride, 2 to 3 hours, then yeah, I'm riding solo. I'm gonna just stick a bag on the bike. It has 2 tubes in there. It's got a patch, like the little glueless patch cake. I already has the glue on it. I cut those up small enough to where if I do have I have multiple patches, flats, which is very rare, I can use them quickly. Because they come in, they're too big when they come in. And if you don't score a large area on the tube, they don't stick very well. So first thing I do when I get those little patches, I cut them in half and put them in there. So they're all cut up. They're not separated to where you got the glue exposed, but I just slice them and make them smaller. Because most of the flats you're gonna have will be small. Now, those only come into play on a day which is rare, very rare, that I have multiple flats and I run out of tubes, because I always have at least 2 tubes with me. Since I know I always keep my tires in great condition, I always read the road, I watch where I ride. It's not very frequently. I may have 1 or 2 flats the whole year, if that. So it's not very frequent, but you need to have these things with you. And when you're riding solo, you want to have more. You want to have at least 2 tubes. So I have the bags. Both bags have 2 tubes, a tire iron in there. And I always make sure I have a spoke wrench for the wheel that I have, because all my wheels are different. So I have the right spoke wrench for the wheel I have. If I'm using the Campagnolo Urus wheel, it has its own spoke wrench because it's an odd size. So I always just keep that in this bag. It just stays there. And that little black cylinder I showed you will accommodate all sizes of bladed spokes. It's very light, it's plastic, I put it in there. It's a little clunky, but it doesn't, I don't worry about weight, But for the most part, I have bags on my bike, and I also do bags. So when I'm doing with the group rides, I just stick a bag in my back. If I'm carrying a lot of stuff, gloves and other things that I may want to take off, then I stick a bag on the bike because I want my pockets free. So when I take off arm warmers and leg warmers or knee warmers, I have a place to put them. That's how I base my decision. It's not because, it doesn't look cool to have a bag. No. A lot of the bags really suck because they tear up your shorts. Those Velcro straps tear up your shorts. They're a pain. So they're finally designing bags that go underneath, like the Physique bag that goes on those saddles. They're perfect. They're out of the way. They don't touch your shorts. That's what I'm talking about. And those are the things you need to look for if you're going to deal with a bag, because your shorts are more expensive than a $25, $30 bag. Why should a $30 bag damage a $150 short? The math just doesn't add up. So that's how I base my decision, whether I do bags or not. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching.